So, the reason I'm creating this channel is to give myself a platform to, just to talk about things that interest me. And I know that's what everybody does. I know it's not an original idea. But I'm going to be talking about politics and pop culture and whatever hoves into my field of interest. And I want you to subscribe if you're interested in me. Because what you're going to get on this channel is just a lot of me. Um, I may occasionally have guests if I can, but it's just me. And so let's talk about me a little bit. Um, I'm 30 years old. I live in the Midwestern United States. I'm uh, definitely on the far left of the political paradigm. So if that's not something that you're into, stick around if you want. Uh, I'd love to. I'd love to have the opportunity to talk to you and sow some little seeds of progressive ideology in your brain. But if you're not into that, that's fine. You're free to go watch, Ben Shapiro or Matt Walsh, and they've got money and production values, and they do their thing, and that's fine. If that's what you want, you're more than welcome to go over there. I'll be here. Um, some of my favorite things, Star Trek. I love Star Trek. Always fighting for that Star Trek future. I love Death Cab for Cutie, Taylor Swift. Probably not going to say much that's going to surprise you. I love The Majority Report. Sam Cedar is a huge uh, influence on me. Find him just extremely compelling, and Emma too, Emma Vigland. Um, I watch a lot of Majority Report. Um, there's a somewhat smaller creator, and I say smaller in comparison to the Majority Report, obviously not in comparison to me, um, but out of England, called Emma Thorne. I watch a lot of Emma Thorne's videos. She's a feminist. She's a skeptic and atheist, and she makes a lot of really great content about those issues, as well as talking about MLMs, and there's a lot of funny stuff. And she's just a wide range of stuff on her channel. So I'll link her down below as well. So if you haven't had the chance, check out Emma Thorne. And obviously the Majority Report. If you haven't subscribed to the Majority Report, go do that right away. Um, Good Mythical Morning and Mythical Kitchen. I watch a lot of Good Mythical Morning. I have for a lot of years, grew up with them. And Rhett and Link are awesome. Just super wholesome guys. If somehow you're on the internet and you haven't subscribed to Good Mythical Morning or Mythical Kitchen with Josh, go do that as well. I'll link them. So on this channel, we're going to talk a lot about politics and stuff like that, but I'm probably also going to spend a good amount of time talking about um, media, TV that I'm watching, movies, music. And I'm not a critic, really. Enjoy a lot of things, and often uncritically, and enjoy stuff that, is objectively pretty bad, but I like it anyway. I'm not that hard to please, so if I ever have um, a recommendation for something, I'll let you know if it's actually good or if it's just something that I enjoy, because it's often not uh, both. So, anyway, so you should subscribe if you already know and like me, my kind of where I'm coming from on the internet, my perspectives, or if you just want to support a very small creator starting out. And I appreciate that either way. Um, Something else I should mention, I am an author. My novel, New Jersey's Favorite Vampire, The Afterlife of Emily Noble, is available on Amazon at bit.ly/Emily Noble. And so I'll be kind of sponsoring myself. Um, I doubt I'll necessarily get to the point where I get like real sponsors. Um, so I'll be plugging myself. Um, my debut novel was written in 2020. I'm sure that's a pretty common story. Like, I wrote my first novel during the pandemic. The difference is that I had always been a writer. I just never actually finished anything until then. So my debut novel is available. It's about a young woman named Emily Noble who becomes a vampire just after graduating from high school and kind of has to learn to uh, come to grips with that and what it means for her relationships and her future. So that's available, bit.ly/Emily Noble if you're interested. Uh, I think it's pretty good. You should check it out. There's a sample of it available. You can totally hear my cat screaming in the background. That's going to happen. So if you don't like cats screaming, sorry about you. It's going to happen. There's not much I can do about it. They um, don't understand when they're full, so they're going to be screaming for food. But just ignore them. Um, I'm working on I'm working on a ton of things. But what I've been working on recently is a new novel about a disabled veteran who, um, through circumstances, is kind of thrust into the position of having to adopt her estranged teenage niece, and they have a lot of personal uh, ideological clashes. Um, and That's really I'm just starting with that, but I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's got legs, and I want to see where it goes. So keep an eye out for that. If if anyone out there is interested, I can do some excerpts. We can do some previews, and that goes for Emily Noble as well. Um, the Afterlife series is growing. I'm writing more of those novels. So if you guys pick up the first one and enjoy it and want to talk about it, um, I'm always happy to do that. Ask an author about their work. They love to talk about it. They love to talk about it more than practically anything else. If an author has kids, maybe they want to talk about their kids more. I don't know. I don't have kids, um, but what else do you guys need to know about me? Because I'll sit here and talk about my book forever, but um, I'm pansexual. Happy Pride. It just ended, but still, Pride forever. Um, I'm a cis dude. Some of that's relevant, I guess. I will touch on um, Pride topics. I want to make some videos about Pride and kind of why I think Pride is still important. I'm terminally online, so I see a lot of stuff that really just reinforces the need for Pride, and it's all in the vein of why do we still need Pride and all this gay stuff. They're just shoving it down our throats, and it's like, this is why we need Pride, because y'all can't behave, you know. So we'll talk about that. I want to talk about um, I want to talk about the Supreme Court ruling. Um, I need to dig into the specifics. One thing I want to tell you right up front is I'm not a news channel. I'm not a journalist. I do my very best to check my sources and be accurate when I speak, but I'm not a source for information. I'm an entertainment source only. So I'll I'll put my sources in the description always if I ever make a claim, but I don't want you guys to. Maybe it's egotistical to assume that anyone would take what I say and just believe it, but I know how the internet works and it's really easy to do that. So I don't want you guys to do that. If I say something that sounds wrong or it aligns with your beliefs and reinforces what you already believe, go ahead and go fact check me. Um, because I think if more people were less willing to take things at face value on the internet, we'd be a lot better off. So, that said, not a journalist, just here for entertainment value. Please check, check things for yourself. It's really important. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet. There's really no excuse for not doing your own due diligence. It's easy, and if you can't confirm something, don't assume it's true. Just err on the side of caution. Sometimes things aren't true. And I'm going to say some things that aren't true, I'm sure. Um, but regardless, that was a long, long ramble. I probably will at some point, I'll address misinformation online and disinformation and um, how, how I think we got kind of where we are today. The state of the internet is really a mess. Um, like I said, I'm terminally online. I spend way too much time on legacy social media. I grew up in the Facebook era, and I found that hard to break. Um, and that is just a cesspool. I mean, it's not as bad as Twitter, but if you go into a public thread, you're going to find somebody who's just out there. And I try not to I try so hard not to engage with people like that because I know how useless it is. And I think that's part of why I'm doing this instead. I'm not sure if this is better or not, but I'm going to try to gradually wean myself off of getting in arguments online. Um, that said, my comments are a safe space, so feel free to disagree with anything that I say, unless it is that people are people, that human lives have value. We can maybe disagree on the minutia of some LGBT issues or things like that, but if it starts to get biggity, I'm gonna cut that off. I'm not interested in it. There's plenty of spaces for that online already, so bring your disagreements in here respectfully, engage in good faith, or just go away. I don't have time. I don't have time or energy to deal with more nonsense. So just be nice. Just be nice. If people would be nicer to each other, man, we could solve a lot of problems. But that's another video talking about just kindness. Where has the kindness gone? And I think there's a flip side of that where it's also time for like political action. I think the left has been concerned with being polite for too long, and it's time for us to just get up and get going. Pete Seeger is a folk singer, but he's a union agitator and leftist, and he famously, in one of his songs, he said, "Take it easy, but take it." And um, I really love that. Take it easy, but take it. It really gives you a 1-2 punch of like everything you need to know about how to live life almost is in those words. So I think that's where I'll leave it today. I just wanted to give you guys an overview of who I am, and what you can kind of expect from this channel. So if you are interested in seeing more from me, let me know. Leave your comments. I'm going to try not to beg for likes and subscribes. I know how annoying that is, but it's also like, it's such a cliche. Um, but you're always welcome to subscribe or not subscribe, or like or not like, or comment. Just know that when you do those things, it does help us out. It helps out the channel. So that's all I'm going to say for today. I'm going to cut it off there. But I care very deeply for each and every one of you that are watching right now. So if you ever have a need, let me know. Shoot me a DM. Or if you just want to talk, I'm here. Take it easy, but take it.